Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Noor Ishq, a journey of light from the soul. Beyond words, beyond boundaries. Today we will be starting our chapter 2. Why the heart gets tired. There is a kind of tiredness that sleep cannot cure. It is not in the muscles or the bones. It lives deeper than that, in a quiet place behind the chest, where feelings gather and memories settle. It is the tiredness of a heart that has carried too much for too long. Many people walk through life with this invisible weight. They fulfill their responsibilities, they take care of others, they smile, speak kindly, and continue moving forward. From the outside, everything seems normal, but inside, the heart feels heavy, crowded, and exhausted. This tiredness does not come in a single moment. It grows slowly over years. It comes from the words you never spoke, from the tears you swallowed, from the times you needed comfort but had to be strong instead, from disappointments that you accepted quietly, from relationships where you gave more than you received, from prayers made in the night when no one saw your struggle. Each of these experiences leaves a small imprint on the heart. On their own, they may seem insignificant, but over time, they gather like a dust in a closed room. Slowly, the air becomes heavy, and breathing does not feel as easy as it once did. Many people believe that faith should remove all pains. They think that if they pray enough, trust enough, or believe enough, they should never feel sadness, confusion, or exhaustion. So, when the heart becomes heavy, they begin to blame themselves. They say, my faith must be weak. Allah must be displeased with me. I should be stronger than this. But this is not how the human heart was created. The prophets themselves felt sorrow. They experienced loneliness, rejection, and loss. Their hearts were not made of stone, they were made of mercy. If pain were a sign of distance from Allah, the most beloved of His creation would never have felt it. Yet they did, not because Allah abandoned them, but because the human journey includes both ease and difficulty. The heart does not become tired because it is faithless, it becomes tired because it is human. Sometimes the heart grows weary because it has been holding emotions that were never allowed to flow. From an early age, we learn to hide certain feelings. We were taught not to cry, not to complain, not to burden others with our struggles. So, we become silent carriers of our own pain. We push our emotions down and keep moving. We tell ourselves we will deal with it later, but later often never comes. The heart is not a storage place for unspoken grief, it is a living, feeling center created to experience, release, and renew itself. When emotions are constantly suppressed, they do not disappear. They remain inside, quietly asking to be acknowledged. Over time, this creates a sense of heaviness. You may not know exactly what is wrong. There may be no clear reason for the sadness, yet something inside feels tired, distant, or numb. This is the tired heart. At times, it reveals itself through tears that arise without warning. At other moments, it manifests an irritability or restlessness. It may appear as a subtle sense of emptiness, even when everything around you seems perfectly in place. And sometimes it takes the form of a quiet, lingering questions. Why do I feel this way when I have so much to be grateful for? The answer is simple yet deeply gentle. Gratitude and pain can live in the same heart. Faith and exhaustion can exist side by side. Loving Allah does not mean you will never feel broken. The heart was not created to be hardened or invincible. It was made to be gentle enough to feel and resilient enough to return. When the heart grows weary, it is not a sign of failure, it is a message. A message that something within requires care. A message that the heart has been carrying too much on its own. A message inviting you to slow down, to listen, and to allow Allah's mercy to reach the places you have kept hidden, even from yourself. Many attempt to overcome this weariness by forcing themselves to be stronger. They push harder, work more, pray in haste, and suppress their emotion even further. Yet, the heart does not heal through pressure, it heals through gentleness. Just as a wounded part of the body requires rest, care, and time to heal, the heart also needs space to breathe. It requires moments of stillness, act of remembrance, and the quiet reassurance that it does not have to carry everything alone. Allah did not create the heart to survive without Him. He created it to lean on Him. At times, the weariness you feel is not an indication of distance from Allah. Rather, it may be a gentle invitation to draw nearer, not through effort alone, but through surrender. Not a surrender born of defeat, but one rooted in trust, the kind of surrender that quietly says, "Oh Lord, I am tired and I cannot carry this without you." When this prayer arises from the heart, even without words, something begins to change. The heaviness may not disappear instantly, but it softens. The heart begins to feel held, even in its weakness, because Allah does not turn away from tired hearts. He draws nearer to them. And sometimes the very tiredness you feel is the first step in your journey back to His light. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again in the next chapter, stay in stillness, stay in remembrance, and let your heart rest with Allah.